And we're back. You were doing a story.
Thanks, I wouldn't have remembered in the last 5 seconds.
You're
So, the
welcome.
night before, like, we hadn't seen Price at all.
Yeah.
So, like, we hit him up to come hang out and everything, and so he ends up bringing, like, 640s over. And we're like, oh, shit.
640s?
Yeah, we didn't expect you to bring that many. Like, we threw him a couple bucks. And, like, we each chowed down on the 40s, and, like, he brought, like, the end of a hand of whiskey. So we did that.
Christ.
And then we're like, fuck, dude, we gotta get food. So we hit up B-Man's. I got my curry fry on.
Nice.
And it's an important detail to the story because fuck you. And then we're like, oh, okay, well, you know, now that we've sobered up from food, clearly it's time to go get a 30 rack of MGD. So we go to the store, get a 30 rack, start shotgunning on my front porch, and then we ended up playing a couple of different drinking games. I think we played Drunk Driver and a little bit of 3-Man. So we do that, and then Price ends up passing out for a bit and then leaving. No, he didn't end up. He ended up passing out, and then like we ended up like watching movies in my room. Mike and I, like, we watched a bunch of BoJack Horseman, and then we ended up watching Super for some fucked up reason, because Mike was like, oh, I kind of want to watch something that's like it was either like Super or God Bless America that he wanted to watch. I don't know why. They're both good flicks, but they're both rough. And I was just kind of like, well, I'm not really in the mood for either of these, but I haven't seen Super in a while, and I just saw God Bless America.
Oh, again?
I've seen the movie like 4 times. I really like it. Appeals to me in a fucked up way. I get everything with it, and like obviously it's not a way that we should be handling our problems, but I totally get wanting to be like, well, fuck you, you're fucked up, I'm taking matters. It's standard vigilante justice.
Yeah.
So I mean, I totally get that aspect. So yeah, we watched Super, and it was like super awkward, and the Price ended up waking up at like 6, and then they were in my room, and like we were drinking, and then I passed out, and then Price went home, and then Mike passed out at like 7 a.m., and this is like before we were like, oh hey, let's do filming today, let's do Wipeout or something.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing that afterwards, and like that's why I missed like your first 2 phone calls to me, is because I was running on like
2 hours of sleep.
No, it was more than. Well, you called me the first time. I think I want to say like around like 11 or 12.
About 10
and
o'clock,
that
actually.
about when?
About 10 o'clock.
Yeah, if you called me about 10, then I was dead to the world. I would have been on about 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that's why I didn't get back to you until like 1:40 that day.
Okay, well that's cool to kind of
have the portrait.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were drinking.
Yeah. So yeah, and then we ended up playing drinking games, and then like you left, and like we bought more beer for drinking games, and it was just Mike and I hanging out, and like, well, what are we gonna do? I guess we're gonna play drink beer. So it was a week into that.
Oh, okay. So after I left, it was pretty much like back to.
Yeah, minus Price.
Wow, interesting. All right, oh shit! I can't do this one because I need the belt cap. I could do 100 coins. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. I want some drinking guys to that right now. Let's go over here.
So do you have any stories that don't involve drinking that you would like to tell, Max? Because right now I'm pretty full of shame.
I'm trying to think. You know, I was thinking about it. I was looking through a bunch of Facebook photos recently, and I remembered that like the day, I remember that big crash on the, was it the 105, the 101 freeway? It was like first off, just so I don't sound like an asshole, what's that train what's the freeway where the train goes across? The one that ends up at Sierra Madre?
Do you mean the where the gold line is? Do you mean the 210?
Yeah, the 210.
I believe you're talking about the 210.
I think that's the 210.
Let's go with the 210. The same gold line that you used to get to and from school, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the 210.
That's the 210? Alright, cool. But, yeah, like, I remember, like, that day when I was taking the train, it was super weird to start with because there was a couple of guys there that were, like, really awkward. Like, there was this one guy, poor as the day is long, He was carrying his entire fridge. Like, his entire fucking, like... Oh, well, yeah. But, like, yeah, he's carrying, like, he's one, carrying his entire fridge contents, and two, he's getting mad at people about it. So, like, he's, like, yelling at this person who he hit. Like, he ran over her foot on the way in, and she's like, what the fuck? Ah! And the guy's like, Rah! And so, like, nothing gets solved. She gets off the train. And then we get to Sierra Madre, and a big ass crash happens on the tracks. Like, I guess like a truck ran into a construction vehicle. Hold on, I got to. Did that star come out, or was I fucking crazy?
No, you got the star.
Okay.
No, you didn't, because you just died.
Did I just die? Wow. Okay, well.
That's the most appropriate Mamma Mia I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Fuck the musical. That Mamma Mia right there.
Well, I was drinking for the star. I guess I just drank for my death. But, anyway, yeah, like a big crash had happened. So, like, you know, we get to the station, and then all of a sudden we hear on the PA, everybody get the fuck out of the train. There's a fucking crash. There's a fire. Ah! And, like, everybody's all freaking out and going insane. I was like...
That's not how you handle that situation at all.
No, that's like the train operator doing that. And I was just like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's probably freaked out. That's why, like, everybody's like, oh, you know, please move in a calm and orderly fashion, because that's the best way to handle the scenario. But that never ends up happening.
Yeah.
But it really sucks that the person in, like, the point of authority, essentially, at that point was, like, everybody, like, he was instilling, like, fear rather than being, like, the
terror.
voice of reason.
He was terror incarnate, and it was kind of remarkable. Like, I was like, God damn it. But yeah, it was, like, super fucking weird. This is after I left the paper during that time, so, like, they were like, oh, hey, did you get a picture of that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I totally did. It's like, can we use it? Like,
well,
okay.
Didn't the same thing happen when the space shuttle landed?
That was.
Were you still with the paper then?
I was still with the paper. That's a whole other story. That was.
Well, okay. Backstory for everybody who doesn't know: Max was at one point a photojournalist for the PCC paper.
Yeah.
Which
Courier.
Okay.
The Courier.
I was gonna say I'm sure it has a name, but I don't know. I don't care.
No,
it's
fine.
sad that like I knew somebody who was on it, and like I picked up the paper maybe twice. That's how little shit people gave.
Oh yeah, no, nobody cares. And I made, I was fine with it. I made peace with that this fucking time.
Poor crying baby. Are you taking it to its mom, or are you just abducting
I might be taking it to its death, but let's see if I can. No, it's.
Oh god! Oh god!
Okay,
you lived.
Yeah.
You lived.
You found my precious baby.
My baby. My baby.
I like if you get the penguin that's on top of the roof right there. She'll be like, "What is this shit?" It looks nothing like a fucking baby. You fucking asshole. How dare you?
It was right next to me the whole time. This couldn't be mine.
Yeah.
I'm way less of an attentive mother than that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I worked on the paper.
Drink for the star.
Oh shit, son of a bitch. Yeah, I worked. Big penguin race. Yeah, I worked on the paper like a while ago, like almost 4 years, at least, or is it almost 4? I think it was 4 semesters actually. Yeah, it was 4 semesters. So yeah, after like my 4th semester, I was working as a scene editor. I was completely miserable because.
Pro tip: don't fall off, Max.
Yes. Yeah. I could totally cheat on this race. Yeah, I was completely miserable because I was under the thumb of this just not really great photo editor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had like this totally awful actual like editor-in-chief who was also just garbage. Well, not editor-in-chief. Editor-in-chief was a student editor-in-chief. I know I'm dying. I don't care. It was a student editor-in-chief, but the guy who... I should say the supervisor. The supervisor was really awful. And I was just under their thumb.
Is that the naked pictures person?
Yeah. That guy's fucking hysterical.
Can't believe he got reinstated.
Yeah, that's a whole other story, though. So yeah, like
it is.
So yeah, my big story because we didn't have much in the way of big stories. I was supposed to take pictures of the shuttle landing, like for those who don't live in Los Angeles. Yeah, there was like I can't remember the space shuttle. Was it the Endeavour? Yeah, I think it was the Endeavour.
I think it was the Endeavour.
Yeah, the Endeavour was landing in Los Angeles. So I went to go take pictures at Griffith Park because it was doing a flyover. So I took a bunch of pictures of those, and actually, just so I can show you because I'm really proud of the product.
Oh, you want me to put your fucking photo in?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, put them in because they're like
all of them, just a montage all over the screen.
Yeah,
there'll be no Mario. There'll just be pictures of a fucking space shuttle.
Space. Ah, shit. All right. Yeah, but yeah, like I totally walked in like 80-degree heat on top of a fucking mountain just to get these fucking pictures, and
80-degree heat isn't that bad.
Okay, it was actually more like 90. I recall very little about this.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, like I had to take all these fucking pictures, and then when it came time to finally use them, like nobody liked it, and I totally was just like he totally chewed me out.
Mm-hmm.
He called it an abortion, which was
wow. That's rough, especially. It is a school environment. Yeah, they may not like your work. Yeah, they may not want to use your work. But, like, you're still supposed to be nurturing creativity and teaching these people, ultimately.
Yeah, and, like, what realm is that cool?
Everybody's got different ways of motivating, and I'm done. I'm not gonna try and defend that guy, but, like, different types of motivation work differently for people.
I'm cool with being motivated. I'm cool with somebody saying, hey, that's not really to my liking. That's fine. I can handle that with the best of them. But I mean, like, when you're like calling it an abortion, like, okay, that's a little much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so needless to say, I got into a really huge fight in the middle of the classroom with that guy. And I ended up storming off, and then he basically, every time he needed to contact me, he would communicate with me through, like, letters. And, like, he would send, like,
That's
hey,
mature.
It's like, hey, yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, how's the section going? I'm not gonna say his name. But, like, hey, he's like, he wants to, supervisor wants to know how the section's going. I was like, it's going. That's it. He's like, for sure. He's like, is that all? He's like, yeah, that's all. If he wants to know more, he can come talk to me himself. It was a really, I don't know, I think that was a really weird time in my life where I was just kind of having like a lot of like issues, and so like I was not responding well to like any sort of like authority or any purpose for commentary. So yeah, like I just like that shit. He just came from another fucking field, and I was just like, no, I'm not gonna, no, that's not working for me. That tone. Anyway, yeah, like, moving on from that fucking awful story.
I guess I'm sorry I brought things up.
Oh, dude, it's fine. I'm totally over it at this point. But, I mean, like moving on from that story, like, I found out later on that guy, the supervisor, had been, like, showing naked pictures of himself to male students and asking what they thought. And
he was basically the gay version of Brett Favre.
Yeah,
but not as talented.
Yeah, the funny thing is he ended up appealing and ended up getting his job back, which was super fucking special.
There's so many weird politics that go on at schools and at PCA.
PCC's funny. Having worked at that paper, I know. I've kind of seen firsthand, like, how weird they are about everything.
Well, yeah, there was also just weirdness with the school, and I mean, like, we're having problems with the budget, but there was like blatant corruption and nepotism, and like the dean and shit like that. And
the vice president, who was a fucking creep, by the way, he was like fucking siphoning funds for his house. It's all super fucking cool. I heard while we're on the subject of PCC, I heard that they were like they're possibly going to lose their accreditation. Where is this?
God damn.
Yeah, like I heard that was a possibility, which sucks for me because.
Yeah, I need to like actually. I haven't given a shit about school in so long, but if that's the case, I need to like transfer and like get my credits preserved or like graduate before that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I think that's it for today too. But
yeah,
that's a sour note right there, brother. Actually, this is a sour note.
You can stop doing the note jokes. I don't know if they're working for other people, but they're not working for me, Max.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys next time.